And there we go. All right, sweet.
Yeah.
Welcome, guys. This is episode 27 of the TRE live show, and we have a special episode for you guys today because we have the entire TRE. Actually, this is the original TRE coaching team. Now we've expanded to 10 people, but Holly and Kirk are here, and Kirk's flown in all the way from Colorado. What time did you get up this morning?
4:40.
Wow.
Okay, so
Colorado time.
4:20, excuse me.
Oh yeah, he even beat you by an hour. There you go. Because he's on Colorado time.
4:20. You woke up at 4:20. Oh.
From Colorado?
Yeah,
in Colorado.
Smoked a little
Straight
something.
from another.
Awesome. So Kirk's in town for the weekend, and then we have a couple of other team members coming in town. Elizabeth, Rachel.
Yeah. What's up, Irina? She's on Facebook. Irina hung out with us in New York.
Awesome.
And by say us, I mean me, because you guys.
I wish I could have come. Unfortunately, I had to fly back early. But yeah, we are all gonna do the North Face Endurance Challenge, the 50K on Saturday.
Yeah.
Lots
Stoked.
of miles have been run, more by some people than by others.
It's individually talk about it.
Yeah. on a scale of 1 to 10, how prepared do you feel for this race?
I feel like a 9. I feel pretty good.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I'd give it an 8.
Yeah.
Around 8-ish, yeah.
I give myself a 5.
Really?
Okay.
5, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm also going from what I did last year when I did the marathon, the trail marathon, and that was basically just like a hike-a-thon. I was just like, you're just hiking half the day, and
Yeah.
that's just how it's going to be.
I might be a hackathon
I died
tomorrow.
But I feel like I've done my homework
Yeah.
a little bit more this year. It's been good.
Yeah, it's also raining here right now, so
Yeah, it's gonna be muddy.
it
A
could
lot.
be super muddy. And knowing
Love
the
it.
mud out here, it might be really like sticky mud, so that could be extra fun.
You go through little pockets, right? There's like clay, which like sticks to everything, and then other places not, and then you get like the slippery roots and rocks.
I did not
It's
find a
gonna be
pair of
great.
shoes that I'm like super excited about for tomorrow's race.
Mm.
I'm
I did.
gonna go in my ultras, but
Saturdays, right?
I'm going.
yeah, sorry.
I'm going in my Ultra Temps, and a little shout out to Stephen Calais, who was a rep at Ultra that we met at New York City Marathon.
Nice.
I told him, I was like, man, like I had like getting some weird wear patterns in my Ultra
Yep.
Temps, and like part of the upper was breaking apart a little bit. I'm like, is this normal? Like I'm only running these things once a week, and he's like, what's your size? I'll send you a new pair for your race. I talked to him on Wednesday. The new shoes were sitting in my house on Saturday, so I got a whole week to break them in.
oh,
So
it's funny. No shoes were
Thank
sitting
you.
on my porch on Saturday.
You didn't
No,
complain.
man.
You gotta complain.
I have your card
That's
right
because-
here.
That's because all
I
all
met
this-
you too. I'm not gonna show it on. Tell you, everybody email you for free shoes, but
That's because all of the outdoor dwellers of San Francisco just rob you blind
that
from
is
your
true.
doorstep.
It's
Oh my
absolutely
God.
true. I've had lots of things go missing.
I know. Dave says Ultras rock. Elizabeth, hello from Atlanta. What's up, Elizabeth?
Hi, Elizabeth.
Brent Ransom. It's snowing here. That's kind of an awesome name. I almost feel like that's like a stage name.
That's awesome.
Like Brent Ransom.
Maybe it's his
um,
YouTube name.
Mika says go team. Maybe it is. That's true, huh? I sometimes get confused
This
because
is a
then
stage. Look at
because
this.
then we have Gonzo.
It's just great
That's pretty
lighting.
good. You guys
I
are
feel like
fun.
we should be we should swap. Like Holly should be where I am because I'm taller, and that way
Yeah.
we'll all look the same
Is that what
size.
you wanna do?
Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
But now you have to man the controls of all that.
Okay.
Just got paradigms from Long Run, David. That's cool, guys. We're just kind of
It's
getting.
nice snow in
See,
Colorado.
oh no, I
Yeah.
still look larger. Never mind.
It's probably
Guys,
snowing right now.
guys, we're just getting warmed up here. Let us know where you're coming in from, and we're going to be talking about a few different things.
It looks really weird.
Specifically, our race.
Look at this.
This is
Can you see
okay.
this?
We have to start with Craig's Crazy Kitchen because this is gross.
I'm gonna pour it on my computer by mistake.
Exactly, Sean. Reunited and it feels so
Oh.
good.
It's
Julian
a
says hi
type of
from Sydney.
protein that does it when you whip it in the blender. It makes it all funky in there. But
Oh.
this protein,
It's whipped?
I should get it. It's when you.
Is it aerated
when you-
and
it's,
whipped?
it's aerated,
Mm.
and this protein is flavored like chocolate.
Hold on.
But made
you
out of
guys
meat.
are not getting out of this. You are
We have
gonna.
to-
try,
Oh, yeah.
They don't know this.
Oh, God.
Part of Craig's Crazy Kitchen is we make people try things they don't necessarily want to try. So it keeps it fun.
It's
Does it?
It's just.
Does it?
Yeah. So I was hungry. So this is what you call they put the whole kitchen sink into like a pot and make a meal. This is like putting everything in my freezer into the blender.
It's also known that
Yeah.
if you're 2 days out from a race, you want to start eating and drinking really sketchy things.
Yeah, that you've never tried before.
That's a common truth of running.
This is not so much a race, so much as a trial by fire for
I'm
the TRE
racing.
coaching team. So, you know,
Are you trying to win?
We'll see.
yeah. You placed at a couple races this
I
year,
know
didn't
some
you?
fast boys. Not top 3, so no.
Oh, it's
Doesn't
Do you think you
matter.
could get like top 10 in here?
I don't know. I don't know who's here. Really,
Hmm.
I only know the 50-mile
Oh, yeah.
race is going to be insanely competitive.
Okay.
Both in men's and women's.
Hmm.
It's kind of turned into a who's who race.
Kirk also has 3 lungs because he trains in Boulder.
So
Yeah.
lucky.
Yeah, it's crap.
And so
I went for a little shakeout run right off the airplane, and it felt good.
So easy.
Yeah,
I bet.
his
Yeah.
like I'm
Although-
in 8 is.
Albeit
know.
all the breaths I was taking was secondhand smoke here in San Francisco, so that
What
took
the-
some getting used to.
Yeah.
Why do you
but-
think I sound like this, Kirk? Why do you think
Could
I
be
sound
It's
worse.
funny in
all
Boulder,
horsey?
if you like smell a cigarette, you're like, man, that's weird.
But if you smell a pot, you're like, oh,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
home.
Normal.
Yeah, it smells good.
Oh man, well, we got a few more people checking in
Cheers.
here.
Okay, guys.
Come on.
Cheers, 1,
Okay.
2, 3, to the race.
Cheers.
Wait, where's yours?
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
you're not
I'm gonna
getting
cheers.
Horses
Oh.
These are my sickness drops. I actually have no idea what is in here,
It's herbal. It's
but it tastes
homeopathic.
strange, and so it must do something healthy.
It's not that
That's
bad,
really what
right?
I'm
It's
going
not
for.
that bad.
See? It's just, it looks gray, but it tastes like.
It looks like what I imagine Polyjuice Potion looks like in Harry Potter.
Oh, okay.
See?
I
Not
wish
that
you-
bad.
I wish
I want
you
you
just
to
hadn't said the meat protein
Is there
thing
cinnamon?
before.
I want to hear you say that it's not that bad.
It's
Say it
not
for the
that
camera.
bad.
There you
It's
go.
not that
It's
bad.
quite good, in
Okay.
fact.
Isn't that a
Repeat
ringing
after me.
endorsement? It's not that bad. Does anyone
This is
want?
WADA approved.
Would anyone like some sickness drops in their smoothie?
Oh, nope.
No.
No. Okay. This is just me.
This is
Okay.
more Boulder than Boulder.
I know we've never started like this.
This is pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, that's like. You know what this tastes like? This tastes like bitters. This tastes like stuff I
Yeah.
would put on top of my Manhattan,
It's kind of like that.
which I like in one drop in a bigger drink, not all the
that
way
you can't
down.
taste.
I think we
I'll wash
should-
that down a
Yeah.
little bit.
Are you feeling better, or are you not feeling better than the last time you took those jobs?
I can neither confirm nor deny that
Oh,
the
whatever.
drops have had any positive. I think they've been doing something.
Come in here, asking for, can I have some tea? I want some lozenges.
I drank all
need
his
some-
tea.
Yeah.
So basically, every week I've just slowly started just rooting around in Craig's kitchen more and more.
Just taking
And then
whatever
there
you
was
can find.
one week while I was doing all this running where I was just like, I'll just like have like a little taste of peanut butter. And then it was just like the spoons going in. And then I'm like, oh, Craig's got some bread. And so it's just like, I've like eaten a loaf of Craig's bread and his whole jar of peanut butter. And then so I got him some more. And then this was a sign of how hard Craig was working that week, because literally, like the peanut butter and the jam on Monday was
So
this
bad.
tall, and then 2 days later it was down to here, and I was gone, and I was like, well, it wasn't me. It was
Yeah.
like, who ate it?
Sometimes when I start working hard, the diet just goes on autopilot, and if that means that there's peanut butter and jelly in the, and it takes me back to my childhood. I haven't had peanut butter and jelly in such a long time.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
much
good.
every
I,
day.
you
Yeah.
know what?
Really?
It's,
Oh yeah.
No
dude,
kidding.
it's like one of my favorite training
It is.
things. Like
Yeah.
when I wasn't running as much, I
Really?
wouldn't
They
eat
have
it
it all
as
the
much.
aid stations too now.
I have like a weird schedule where I almost always work like during lunchtime,
Hmm.
and I always run after work. So I don't usually have like lunch period. So I'll just have I'll usually have toast with peanut butter on it right before.
Yeah.
bed.
What kind of bread? And like, are we like almond
Dave's-
butter,
Oh, we're
cashew
talking
butter?
Dave's
Like,
Bread.
let's get into
Oat
the
nut?
nitty gritty.
Oat
Talking
nut?
oat nut.
Oat nut bread.
Yeah, oat nut bread and
Oat nut.
Lucky's, which is a local store out in Boulder,
Mm.
makes this crunchy peanut butter. You get 2 normal size for $5.
Isn't Lucky's
wow.
like that really like low end?
And is it like
low end?
Yeah, the really low
No, that's
end.
ours.
Is
Huh?
it like
Our grocery store.
Skippy?
Yeah.
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 No,
Okay.
ours is high.
like Lucky's like
I know,
the
Lucky's
really
down here,
Ours-
like-
ours,
low end, like
sucks.
national
And of
chain.
course, it's crunchy, no doubt.
Crunchy.
Crunchy, no doubt.
Crunchy, you're a crunchy guy, not a smooth guy.
Mhm.
And is
That's
this
like a cat person versus a dog person.
I feel
if
so.
someone,
And then
if
what-
someone's
what type
into
of jelly?
creamy, it's kind of sketch.
yeah. What type of jelly are you like?
Not
I like
jelly.
creamy. What are you talking about?
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
It's sketchy.
Creamy is the
I
original
usually
peanut butter.
don't do jelly. I'll do honey.
honey.
Yeah, that's-
Oh,
I like that.
That's not a bad idea.
Loco says, hello, people watching from India.
Awesome.
The FOD runner says, hey guys,
What
from
time
the
is it
forest
there?
of Dean, UK.
12 and a half hours, 13 and a half hours.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
Running Geek
Tomorrow.
Girl, a regular, is on from Arkansas. What's going on?
Oh, Running Geek Girl's back. Fantastic.
Austin, you're saying the entry thing doesn't work. Oh yeah, guys, we have to talk about our giveaway.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So hey, we're giving away 2 pairs of shoes today from Reebok. It's a Reebok Float Ride. We've all of us have a pair. In fact, Holly has her pair on.
Here, hold on. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, see
find
if you
a
can hold
pair
your
that's
yeah,
not
above your
very
head.
It's kind of annihilated, actually.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
They're really beat up. My feet don't
Yeah, the
suck.
nice thing about these shoes,
Mine do.
they really
Do
feel
they?
good without.
Mine really don't.
without socks.
No, don't.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They have like a very nice knit upper. I have the hiccups. Sorry.
Um,
The meat hiccups.
but anyway,
Oh my god.
guys, click the Gleam link. There's different ways to enter. We're gonna do a drawing for 2 pairs at the end of the hour. So get excited. They're good stuff. And also, if you don't want to wait, we actually have a 20% coupon for everything on Reebok.
Yep.
They do a bunch of cool stuff. So you can get that at the Gleam link as well. You can go check that out.
Yeah, so guys, I have a question for you if you're watching, which is like we're heading into the holiday period. How does your training change, and like what do you guys look at? Do you just kind of skip once you're done with your fall race? You kind of just skip mentally all the way to thanks, through the holidays and into the new year as far as your goals, or do you have like who's doing a trot, like a Thanksgiving turkey trot? Anybody doing like a 5K, 10K that weekend, or any of the races coming up? Because now we're past marathon season. Right, New York kind of ends the major marathon season for the fall, so we have a 50K race coming up on Saturday, but that'll kind of end our racing season for all of us, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kind of like thinking, what is your thinking going in? Do you have any other plans running wise going into the holidays, or how are you going to treat the holidays as far as your training?
Yeah. Well, and as these guys are typing away, what do you guys like to do post race? What does post race Kirk look like?
Post race me starts skiing. So
There we go.
when I hang up my running shoes, I pick up my ski boots.
Okay, so there's this thing called skimo that I've heard of, and I have no idea what it is. So
So
I
that's
was hoping Kirk
what
could
I
explain
switched
it.
gears into.
What
So
is skimo?
Stands for ski mountaineering, and it's basically trail running but on skis. So you could imagine that you're at a resort. Most of the races are at resorts, and you start at the base. You have skins on your skis that are like little carpets that let you run up the hill on your skis. So you
Never
basically go
understood that.
up the hill.
Mhm.
There's like a transition
It's really
zone
cool.
where you
No.
rip your skins off, clip in, and then come down, and you just do it.
You just
It's
keep going back up.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's really hard, right?
Could
Yeah.
you toboggan or sled as opposed to ski? Is that allowed?
Yeah, just grab a.
You could, I guess you could run your skis up.
Is it faster doing the? It's not telemarking, right?
No, so it's like there's little pin bindings on the front side of your boot,
Uh-huh.
and that's like the rotation point for your boot.
Uh-huh.
So you're sliding the ski up
Yeah.
the hill, and then it grabs because it doesn't
Is it
come
faster than
back.
running?
Yeah.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah, because there's a gliding element. Because there's
Okay.
like, if it's flat enough, you can glide when you go forward.
Skimo.
Ski mountaineering, yeah, skimo.
All right.
Any
so
ski-mowers?
I'm not even cool enough
Any
to
ski mowers
understand
out there?
what it is.
I
It's
know.
like the best
Yeah.
trail running training.
Yeah,
ever.
so we
Besides trail
got a
running.
few people saying things. Joseph Marin says, I build my base and go super slow. David says, half marathon next month and prep for the Disney marathon in January. So David, you're kind of in your on season. You're not necessarily in your off.
Yeah, there's also CIMs.
We have Onesimus saying, I have a turkey trot next Saturday. Brent Ransom, best name ever, turkey trot, and then a December 4-mile race and a ball drop race. I'm assuming that's like a
New Year's.
New Year's
Year's.
thing. You guys in like
Maybe.
exercise and holidays. I had like a strict no exercise policy on
Really?
holidays.
Oh, yeah.
I like to, Thanksgiving I don't mind, but
You gotta
like
earn your
Christmas
turkey.
and other stuff.
My dad.
I
and
earn
do-
that. I earn that shit the rest of the year.
We do this like
Honestly.
Appalachian Trail every Christmas Day. We do like 10 or 11 miles on the Appalachian Trail, like in the snow usually.
Yeah.
Hiking
That
or
is
running?
cool.
Hiking mostly.
Hiking,
It's
gotcha.
really rocky. Yeah.
That's
Oh, interesting.
We got a few other things. Tri Power says healing time and base miles.
Yep.
I'm curious what you guys think about as base miles because I feel like most of us end up running base miles all year, and we actually don't do kind of the opposite of what we should be doing. So it might be fun to talk about base miles. But I would love to hear what you guys are doing for your base miles. Let's see here. Jeff says, half marathon in Western New York, Winter Warrior. Keeps me motivated through the winter.
What is winter? Is that his name for himself? What is Winter Warrior?
Keeps me motivated. I think that's the name of the race.
Oh.
Nice.
Daryl says, hey guys, did you get my comment about the new shoes? I'm not sure, Daryl. Have you guys received a comment about new shoes?
Not that I remember.
Not that we can recall.
I
can neither confirm nor deny you've got it, but if you want to drop it in there, that's good.
Drop your comment in again. You can comment as many times as you like.
Oh wow, Javier says, hello guys from Puerto Rico, day 57 after Hurricane Maria.
Wow.
Oh my God, how are you holding up? Seriously, I want to know.
Yeah.
Can we send you any smoothie to your guys' way? I'm not sure how we'll get it there, but the meat proteins have a very long shelf life.
Like that.
Do they say long?
I don't know. My a cappella concert raised like $4,000 or something.
Did it really?
Puerto Rico. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Jasmine asks, do I need to ice after I run if it is cold outside when I run?
Oh, I don't think those are the same thing. Yeah.
So I think this is like icing for recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys ever do ice baths or things like that?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes?
No.
Never ever.
Well,
I used to probably do it more in warmer clinics. Yeah, I don't know if I would. I think like there's no reason why you couldn't do it. Sometimes the contrast to the ice heat together, if you have like an ice bath and then like a hot bath and you go back and
forth.
What
is it? So what is the theory on it? Because like we don't prescribe icing for tissue recovery.
Oh hey.
Oh man, I'm the only one who has the OG shirt.
Yeah, you do.
This is the original.
That is the original shirt.
You must have one. You don't have one of these?
I
think we have an extra one, right? Don't we have extra ones of these?
Oh, I think so. Aren't you in charge of inventory at
No.
HQ? We talked about this, Craig.
It's not.
It's a sore subject.
No, it is a sore subject.
Don't get me wrong.
Don't get started about the inventory over here.
Oh my God.
If anybody wants any pop sockets or lacrosse balls, my closets are full of them.
Oh my goodness. What were you saying? So,
talking about icing.
Yeah, icing.
Yeah. The idea with icing, I mean, so originally, if you guys don't know this, originally with the Sports Medicine Journal was the first place that this idea of RICE came out, which is rest, ice, compression, elevation. And this was published, I think, like in the 80s, maybe in the 70s. You can go back and look at the original article about this RICE method. And the funny thing about it is the new research shows that this is not effective at all. And the guy who wrote that article has since, if you go to his website, I cannot remember his name, but you can look it up. Look up RICE method and Sports Injury Journal, or Sports Medicine Journal, and you can find that he actually has gone back and said, this actually doesn't work at all. Don't do the RICE method. It's not a way to treat tissue. But there are parts of it that work. So compression and elevation.
Rest, compression, and elevation.
Yeah, but the ice portion basically slows down blood flow to that area, which does prevent swelling, but swelling is actually your body's way of trying to heal the area. So that's for like a trauma, for like any sort of injury. Now for recovery, the thinking I think is still that you want to like reduce swelling and kind of like So I don't know.
It's funny. I think that the idea with like general ice baths is one. It's a great way to bring like just your internal body temperature down. Like if you are, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, especially in the summer. Like you've worked out hard and your body's super overheated. Like you're just in this stressed state, and then you could shower and change, and you're still sweating afterwards. Like just literally bringing the whole system down a couple notches is really important. And then there's another thing that does with kind of like vasoconstriction and dilation, just like your blood vessels, right? Where it just kind of helps bring blood into the area or out of the area and then back in. So there's certain things from the ice bath that you can get there from just a good general cooling effect. But that's about as deep as I can go on it. We need to do more
I wouldn't
research.
really want to ice if it was snowing out. Also.
Yeah. I mean,
y'all crazy.
I'd want to get next to a fire.
But I would pair it with heat. The times that I see people using it now they're doing more of a contrast therapy where
and the idea there is again to bring blood to the area and then reduce the swelling.
And they're pairing like a sauna or a steam sauna with ice baths.
But the thinking now on ice is
heart conditions.
What's that?
Not to do
That's
if you have
true.
heart condition.
Not to do
Yeah.
if you have heart conditions.
But generally, the idea of
One
ice
toe in at a time.
is to now use it for pain management, and if you don't need it for pain management, I mean, the idea of like heat and ice together or alternating is again for blood flow. So now you have these companies like Normatec that have these huge sleeves. We saw them at the New York Marathon and tried them out. If you want to go back to our live show from 2 weeks ago, Nate, I think, tried them out, right?
Yeah.
And so it basically squeezes your legs all the way up your leg and is manually constricting.
Oh, I just did it this morning.
Oh, did you
at
really?
the gym.
Nice.
That
I
was
know, they're
lovely.
so awesome.
Yeah, they're
I
really
love
nice.
You guys
So-
have-
They're like leg hugs is really what they are.
I have to
They're
get
so
them to
good.
send some to HQ, yeah.
them. They're just
I know.
trying to justify it.
So guys, we're getting some
Yeah.
some great questions and comments
Awesome.
in here.
Melissa
Dale
says,
asks,
I love my foot ride. Awesome.
I know.
If you'd like
Um,
another pair, make sure you sign up in the link below.
Irina says, "Oh God, no, don't ice." Melissa says, "I love my float rides." Dale from Facebook says, "How do you feel about cryotherapy? I usually go once a day."
Oh, I
What?
just tried
Wow.
it.
No, you.
Oh yeah, my friend goes
Oh,
like twice a day.
cryo.
I don't
Yeah.
know
Man, you must
actually what cryotherapy
You
is.
must have a hookup. It's that like
It's
crazy
really expensive,
ice, or it's like hyper freezing.
You go in this like
Yeah.
canister
Oh,
thing
yeah.
and you stand there for. They let you go up to 3 minutes.
We just
Oh,
got one
wow.
in Boulder and it's like $200 a session.
Oh,
So
no
it's good.
kidding.
It's, like,
it's
good for
less
you.
than that here, but it's
Mm.
so
They're
expensive.
expensive.
How many jars of Lucky Peanut Butter does it cost
Oh, man.
to trade and barter?
How many
for
months
it?
of rent?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe how expensive
It feels
Every
good, though.
day. That's awesome. You must
Sarah,
have cool
yeah,
access.
Sarah says ice and hot tub. So that's like a new therapy. I'm not super familiar with it. I don't know if you guys have you guys ever done it?
Yeah, I've done it a couple
Air
times.
Relax
do you
is a
think?
good alternative for
It's
the
awesome.
Normatec boots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we,
like
we
you-
met with Air
I think
Relax.
it gets to like negative like 150 or something.
That's crazy.
But you come out and then all the blood rushes to the.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
this. Step 305 says I have a Groupon for cryo.
There's a ton of them.
super
awesome.
good.
We'll go Saturday.
Edward!
That's
Use
good.
ice
Um,
baths as a bit of a blood pump.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what people are saying is the same. So like, you can look at the boot, the Normatec boots or the Air Relax boots as like a manual version of doing what you're trying to do with heat and ice.
Yeah, it's interesting. Everyone is kind of playing around with that, and they're sort of like kind of hitting the same
Where's the
thing
mobility?
from slightly different angles.
Where's that?
Let's see here. Chris says, "Hey from Jersey, did I miss the giveaway yet? You haven't missed
Haven't.
it yet. We're gonna do it in about 40 minutes, so make sure you enter the Gleam link. You get your entries in. 2 free pairs of shoes for today, so get excited." Someone asked about. Mike McDonald says yes to the ski touring. I'm the
Yeah.
only guy that prefers going uphill. My powder skiing
Yeah.
sucks. We had a question about running in the cold. How cold is too cold to run? 45 and raining in Edmonds.
Oh, definitely not too cold.
No,
to run
it's not
45.
No,
No,
you're good.
but then Edward Wickham, who happens to know lives in Alaska, says Steph, below 0 gets a little risky for frost burning in lung tissue.
Yeah.
Oh my
That
god.
A face
sounds
mask
good.
can help preheat the air.
Yep.
I definitely was in high school would run in below freezing. Like
Yeah,
it sucks.
20s.
I definitely don't recommend it. I recommend moving to California.
Yeah,
But
I feel like I used to, when I did that in Boston, I would have like a smoker's cough all the time,
Yeah.
Oh,
just
yeah.
from
It
it.
just
Yeah,
And your knuckles dried out, airs. It's hard. Like I feel like 20 degrees and up is chilly but very sustainable. And when you start getting to between 20 and 10, it's like you're just gonna feel kind of whacked out. And then if you're below, like you're just gonna get
Or
so dried
just
out.
use herbal resistance liquid.
Just use Craig's patented sickness drops.
This was recommended to me by a doctor.
That's good.
Huh?
Is that from Whole Foods?
Listen to how we sound.
No, it was-
Craig's sickness drops recommended by.
Oh, you know
a
what?
doctor.
Okay, you want to try something and have everybody try it? Let's get
Please.
the oregano drops
No.
out.
Oh wait,
No.
I do that.
Oh.
Elizabeth
What
told
is
us
it?
to do
I've
it.
done that.
Yeah.
I haven't done that. I've been
I
told.
take the pills.
Elizabeth, who's actually coming, I think she's about 15 minutes away because we're
All right,
having a
guys.
little TRE get together.
It works.
She recommended
That really
oil of
works.
oregano, so we're
It
gonna
works
try
on
it.
When you start to get sick.
Yeah, totally.
Oh yeah. I know.
All right.
But I don't think we need to do the drops right now.
Oh yeah, you should totally do it right now.
Oh my god.
God.
Is it that bad? Oh man, I can
It
smell
just
it.
tastes, it tastes like oregano for like 4 hours in your mouth.
Here.
What?
Yeah.
I don't want that for 4 hours
No,
in
it's
my
not
mouth.
for us.
What? No.
It's
Knock that head
already
back.
sick.
You didn't bite that hard.
There's so many drops. Oh God!
Have fun with that.
You did so many drops. The last time I let you control that.
Okay, what we're having here is Joy of the
dude.
Mountains. This is the good stuff. Joy of the Mountains oregano drops. Would you like some?
Guys,
I'm good.
that is
Nope.
so
You sure?
nasty.
Mhm. I've had it.
Why am I the only one who tried that? Here, give me the beef
You
shake.
tried the smoothie.
Give me the beef shake to smooth this out.
Beef shake.
I can't even taste the beef. All I taste is oregano.
I gave you a double dose because you're sick. So
Oh man.
It does work. It works on your immune system.
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah.
What does
Okay.
it do?
Elizabeth just says it really like makes it
It's
stronger.
antifungal.
I guess, yeah.
yeah. So
But when you feel like you're getting sick, like I took it a couple of days in a
Yeah,
row and
yeah.
I was solid.
So
Amazing.
what I use it for is that there is a study by the Mayo Clinic that came out a number of years back around sinus infections, which I usually had a problem with, and they're saying that 80% of sinus infections may be caused by a fungal infection in your. So this combined with probiotics has a
And
pretty good
sickness
effect.
drops.
Well, I wouldn't
that.
do. I would do the probiotics all the time, and then you want to kill the fungus infection, and then you just tend to get the fungal cause.
bloom.
Yeah, I used to have from the time I was in 5th grade up until 2-3 years ago. I used to get sinus infections like 3-4 times
My
a year.
sinuses do
and I
feel
haven't had
clear.
one since.
Let me see here.
Your mouth smells like pizza now.
Oh God, it really does. So Aaron says, Nathan, don't bring whatever sickness this shit gives you into our house. Yes, dear. Edward asks, what category of shoe is the float ride? Long distance trainer, intermediate trainer?
Intermediate trainer.
Intermediate.
Yeah, I'd probably say intermediate.
I'd
It's
say
like pretty light, and I think I've run like 6 to 8 miles. I don't know if I'd want to
wouldn't
run
go
much
past that,
further
yeah.
than that. in
Yeah,
those shoes.
I would say
guys
you
just
could do
smell
like a
like
up to 10
oregano.
miles. And I'd say like I've done.
Can you smell
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, you guys
You just
just
smell
like
me.
reek of oregano.
Oh
It's
God.
like pizza.
It's
This is
really
why
bad.
you guys gotta have some too. Then you won't even notice.
Yeah, let's all get in there. JD asks, hey, completely off topic. How is Craig's leg from the BFF buff treatment?
Oh, it's still
Is it
hairless.
still hairless?
It's still
It's
hairless.
still smooth?
It's coming back though.
That's
it's
so
coming back.
funny.
And don't worry. I think Josh was gonna send us a BFF, and we'll do a full buff on show next time.
We have to
know
do
what you
that.
guys are talking
Oh, great. This is Neil. Neil says, hi, Nate and team. Just wanted to say hi from London and let you guys know that I'm doing my last half on Sunday before training for my first marathon in Paris in April
Awesome.
next year. Love TRE. Well, Neil, love you too.
Will you be doing our
Good
marathon
luck.
program? I think so often we find people are like, we're at the New York Marathon, and people didn't know we had a marathon program, which is really bad. We should talk about it more. But we have a marathon program, and we can't announce it yet.
We can't announce that yet.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, we gotta zip.
We have
it
an
up.
announcement, but
We got
talk
we
to you
guys.
later.
We have so guys. We have like
That's
so much
spoiler.
cool shit for next year that we're really excited about
Yeah.
to talk about. We can't share it yet.
We
It's
are
very, very
actually
hard.
we are actually here in San Francisco, and the rest of the team's coming in today, not only for the race on Saturday, but also to just go over our year and the stuff that we did. So, Nate and I have been looking back over what we did as a company. And like at the beginning of this year, we didn't have a mobile app, which I guess you guys have seen now because it's in the links for the Gleam link. Which reminder, if you have not jump down to the link to get a pair of free float ride shoes, you can do that in the link below. But we didn't have we just updated our website, completely redone from start to finish. So you go to theRunExperience.com, it's like completely done and looks a lot
I need a
lot better.
to
Yeah,
get
go for
through
it.
He's
this
still
right
recovering
now.
from
So bad.
the oregano. Again, that's Joy of the Mountains oregano oil. They're an unofficial sponsor. They don't know it, and they don't know who we are at all. But Joy of the Mountains,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
wild
good.
Mediterranean oregano oil.
A+.
Yeah. So what else happened in the year? We had the website refresh.
Yeah. What do we do this year, guys?
Dropped a strength program.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Dropped a strength program.
Strength program.
The training club
The training club
was this year?
was this year,
Or
like
Christmas. It was when he was gone.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So last year, Nate and I have an unofficial policy that when the other person goes on vacation, you're allowed to change as many things as you want about the company before they get back.
Without
yeah.
approval.
I came back from vacation and Nate had designed a new shirt and was selling it, which he knows that I hate selling shirts.
know.
So when he went on vacation over Christmas break, I flew home early right after Christmas, and between Christmas and New Year's, I changed everything and came out with the training club, which is basically had so many programs that we created over the last couple of years that we were kind of tired of like trying to tell people, hey, you should get our half marathon program or a marathon program, or you should get the strength program. So we just put everything together into the training club, and now you have like carte blanche access.
Exactly.
to it.
It just felt better for anyone who trained with us to be able to use any program that we had, because you guys are doing different things. And it was like, oh, if you're doing a half marathon, we have that. If it's like strength training right now, you could do that, and it just was like easy and effortless, and that's how we wanted to make it for you guys. Always.
Yeah, and now you can get 3-month or 6-month access or month-by-month access to the training club. It has all of our programs, and so the mobile app. What else has been going on? What happened last year? We went to expos, so you guys have been seeing us at Boston and in New York. Held some events.
That was
there.
really fun. If some of you guys are watching, we got to meet in person, which was super fun to do a little event in Central Park. Kirk went to some races and events.
Yep.
We both went to the Peak Ultra race in May.
That was so fun.
That was kind of fun and random. Like we just like stayed in a barn for 2 days. And
that was so great.
With like no cell reception, and I was like, there was like this like old,
so wet,
like old record player that played this like. Do you remember that when we like cranked it and it started? It was like, we're gonna die here. It's like really how this is gonna go.
It looked like the scene of like a horror movie.
Exactly.
All those videos,
super creepy.
all those videos are so good.
Yeah.
Tractor.
Partner mobility videos. Those
on the
those
tractors.
do great.
Those are good.
Yeah, those do great.
Tunnel Vision was a new thing this year.
Yeah.
Kirk's Tunnel Vision series.
Taking you on the trails. What else do we do?
We are now, as of today, the largest running YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
So so which we're really happy about, and we only had we only had 9,000 people on subscription last year this time, and now we have 93,000.
So guys, thank you so much.
So big.
I know.
I think we could get to 100K probably by
Tonight.
the new year.
Yep.
So if you haven't subscribed and you want us to get to 100K, please subscribe. It'd be super awesome.
Tell your friends. Tell your family.
Do it all, exactly. Okay, now
questions we have
now
going on?
back to a few questions. So Christopher I think
Bruno
I have to say his
from
name.
Brazil.
Was asking about running in zero drop shoes in the snow.
Specifically in the snow?
It was, let me see his original question because he asked it a little bit earlier. Something about running, like you got shoes running good on snow, preference zero drop.
Oh.
Ultras, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's like if you're somewhat like I don't see any reason why you wouldn't run in zero drop shoes in the snow if you're running in them in regular stuff.
I would say there's one difference, which is like when you run in sand, for example,
you're pushing off in the calves.
You
a little
push,
more.
it's a little bit more strain on the calf because you don't have something hard to push against, and so snow
That's a good point.
is somewhat similar in that way. So like. You should definitely not try zero drop shoes running in the sand or the snow for the first time.
If you're already running in them, there's just an adjustment to running in snow in general, the slippery stuff.
Also, like if you're used to zero drop,
this guy runs in more snow than we do, so we should ask him.
There's also you could just get micro spikes, which are like yak tracks that you can put on the bottom of your shoes if you're like really dealing with like ice and like sketchy
Can you
stuff.
schemo with micro spikes?
No.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, you can.
Okay.
There's little like metal spikes that you can put on the bottom.
Schemo, it's like a made-up word.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a new sport. Look into
Is
it.
it?
1 million subs
new
next
in the
year. Oh,
US.
everybody's congratulating us.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Actually, so one of the other
Look
things
up
we're gonna
micro
be
spikes.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Look up
we're on a
micro
topic.
Oh yeah.
Look up micro spikes.
You keep
I'm
talking
looking
over.
at the comments.
I know.
I wouldn't say that running in the snow should make too much of a difference, but if you're dealing with like ice and sketchy off-camber stuff, micro spikes work super well. And you can take them on and off really easily, so like when it gets sketchy, you throw them on and then you take them off right away.
Are
Yeah,
those essentially
that's
kind of
awesome.
like tire?
It's
tire
like chains
chains
for a car.
Yeah.
Same deal,
I've
but
seen
for your
those.
foot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so Christopher follows up and he says, I have the Ultra Escalante.
I have that.
We like that shoe, we've run in it, but it is like super slick sole and it's like kind of a death trap in slippery conditions, so that wouldn't be your ideal shoe there.
It is meant for flat, straight running. It is not meant for anything where you're turning corners, because like the footbed is so nice and cushy. I love that shoe. But it's even when I take a corner around on a sidewalk,
Yeah.
The top is made out of this mesh, right? So your foot, any shear force, it like wants to jump out of the shoe. So it's I just feel like it's great for some things. It's not good for others.
Yeah. But also one of the things that you can check out, we have our partners at Running Warehouse, and they have a little shoe finder, so you could look up trails, like different conditions, like winter running, and they'll, spit out some good shoes for you. But Ultra's got some good options there. Edward says 100K would be tremendous. I like
There
that.
you go.
I thought
I like
that was
it.
great. Well played, sir. Let's see here. Steph says, I'm a Boost girl. I think that's the Adidas.
I want to ask the question of, if you're watching this, you've probably been watching our YouTube channel for a little while, or you've caught us on Facebook. We are going to spend tomorrow as a team thinking about what we want to do for 2018, which is exactly like, what do we want to do for you guys? I mean, everything we're doing here is to help provide you guys with the best training. So not only like, okay, there's like what types of videos that you want to see on our YouTube channel, but what types of programs do we want to build into our training club, so you guys are like more prepared for your races, and then just like generally, what would you like to see us do next year? We have many big plans next year as far as, working with different partners, et cetera, but we'd love to hear from you. Like, how can we help you with your running? What is actually going to be useful as your virtual coaches, or in-person coaches if you're in San Francisco.
And more importantly, what crazy food things do you want us to try live on camera?
We're willing to try just about anything.
Hey guys, I think Elizabeth is here. Oh, our resident nutritionist.
Yeah.
She's gonna get the bark from.
Slowly but surely, they're all trickling in. And that's it's just a welcome, Let's see what else we got here.
I think we should do more scandalous videos.
What would a scandalous video look like?
I don't know.
Somebody gets this like an X on like a
Less clothes.
You know what? I've been telling Nate to take off his shirt during videos for years, and he just refuses.
Have you?
I don't know if I've done a no shirt video. I thought I might have.
I don't
Tunnel
think
vision.
a single
Did
person
I?
on here is going to ask for a no shirt video. Let's see. Oh, I'm on the wrong mouse here. LS Mutant fan, nice. Okay. Have some more videos on the trails. That is going to be all Kirk since he lives in Colorado.
Yeah.
Would a
Coming
series
at
on
ya.
trail running racing be that much different than what you already have?
Say that again?
Would a series on trail running and racing? My vote for programs next year is on the pre and post race.
Yeah.
Like, what should you do in the week before the race,
And the 2
nutrition
weeks
wise?
after. That's one that's like, it's already mapped out. Kyle and I have most of it done, and we just need to schedule time to film with all these crazy dang projects that this guy keeps throwing our way, keeps getting bumped. But that's going to be on. And then you guys already talked about trail program.
No, you should do
A little bit.
What do you guys-
I
what do you guys
would
think?
say that it's a little different. Not intensely different, but if you're just not used to running on trails, that's kind of like the first thing.
I feel like there's to be kind of some cool things we could do that would, take the running looks like, different fueling requirements. Like most marathoners, no one runs with a backpack or water belt in the marathon, right? They usually have like a little slim belt or just something in their hand. But if you're going big mountain running, you need to be a little more self-sufficient.
Yep.
Yeah. It's also interesting to try and make a program for trails because everyone's trail access is different. Like everyone has roads where they live. You
Yeah.
can tell anyone to run on a road or a treadmill.
Yeah.
And it's pretty
Come on in.
non-specific. But
Come on in.
hey, lizard.
Guys,
So
Elizabeth, our
is here.
resident nutritionist, is here. We have, you got all kind of squeezed in here. Can we do a wider view?
We need a little zoom. I know, we got to get them all
This is
in.
like as wide as it gets.
It might get as wide as it
Yeah.
gets.
We got it.
So Elizabeth told me to take this a couple days ago, and Elizabeth has this like very like soft, gentle way of going about
You
things.
can't do that. You just got to drop it in his mouth.
Yeah,
They
and
won't
I
do it
just
unless
saw her,
they-
and I was like, Elizabeth, like what the fuck? That was the most terrible thing. Why didn't you tell me? She's like, oh, I don't tell anyone. She's like, they'll never take
That's what I
it.
got. I got the pills, yeah.
And you can mix it into like a little glass
Oh.
of water.
Oh.
He's not.
I could have mixed it into the beef shake.
Oh no!
the
Wait,
whole
You're not-
time.
you're
mixing
not-
into water is worse because
You're
now
not
you're
a
drinking
child. Like you have to use the droplets with babies because they won't. You have to
Oh.
like put it.
It's like a
but
baby
for,
bird.
But for you, you can. You're a big boy.
Can you get them in pills?
Yes,
yeah, like
that's-
little caps.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It's
Is it
still
a
gonna
full
taste like
thing
Red Bull.
worth of
Yep.
oil? That's
Yep.
a lot.
It's a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna
It's
be
totally
burping
a
up.
lot.
You
For like
burp,
4
you
or
burp
5
some,
hours, yeah.
but can
But it
you
works.
promise
I've already
it works?
told him, I
It's
said,
a
swear-
it's
I tell
a
anyone
immune
that will listen about
boosting.
How many
natural
drops do you take when you take
inflammatory-
it? Do you want
Depends
to show
how
us?
sick you are.
Yeah.
Do I want to show you? I'm not sick at all.
Knock on wood.
Let me see here. So we've got a lot of good stuff here. We've got a few people. Edward says hello, Elizabeth. Running Geek Girl says hi, Elizabeth. How
Hi.
you doing?
My crew.
Oh, this is funny. Dale says triathlon program, please. People have been
People ask about
we have
that
a
one.
lot of
Yeah.
recommendations. Well, this lady here is. Have you guys? You triathlete. Kirk was
Oh,
yeah.
OG
Raise your
triathlon
hand
for
if
a
you
long
done
That's
time.
my
Ironman.
background.
Yeah,
I did
long
not do
time.
Ironman.
Holly,
Oh, you didn't do
have you
that?
ever dabbled?
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought
I know.
everybody did.
No, I mean I quit the sport when I was 18, so most
So
18-year-olds
last year.
don't do.
Some people,
Yeah.
Don't do
some people are just
Ironmans.
quitters. They know whatever.
Yeah,
Severed topic.
you. Yeah, couldn't pay me to get back in the pool.
Yeah, it's a
that's
lot.
true.
It's a lot of swimming.
It's really hard to
Um,
replace trail running with pool.
Yeah, it is hard, huh? Some people are saying yes, Trevor. We got to keep people on message. No tri program. We're going trail.
You know,
Yeah.
what do you guys think of the World Triathlon Network? I don't know if you guys subscribe to them on YouTube. They're great. I think they have a lot of good stuff.
That would be really.
I haven't reached out to them, but we need to do a collaboration with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're great. So if you guys have not checked them out, I think it's World Triathlon Network.
We'll just
World
make
Tri
another
Network.
channel.
Yeah.
With all our spare time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
The triathlon experience.
Yeah.
The
And
triathlon, well-
the new trend are the swim runs.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Tillo,
Aquaphones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
That sounds
on
horrible.
over terrain and the original one in Attilo,
You swim uphill?
Sweden.
Oh, yeah.
Like you swim, you
Elevation.
run, you swim, you run, and
That's cool.
it's yeah. So that's not quite triathlon, but it's it's
Yeah.
leading us that way. So
I love
maybe
it.
we'll
Yeah,
all
like
do
swimming
a
up a
swim
river.
run.
Well, I'll do that. Well, guys, if you are just tuning in right now, that's my little
He
teeth.
said
in
he
there.
loves your beat up coffee mug.
I know, dude. This thing is so good.
Yes.
So I have used this as a foam roller for like
That's what
3
he asked.
years
A lot
in
of
different
videos.
videos.
He asked,
Exactly.
yeah.
It's so good. Yeah, shout out to Caveman Coffee for giving me this. Thank you, guys. But anyway, guys, if you're just joining, we have the whole team in for today's live show, a very special
we
event.
can't
We're
say the
super
whole
excited.
team because
Not the whole team.
Rachel's
That's
not
true.
here, Lee's
Rachel's not here
Kyle's
yet.
not
Lee and
here,
Kyle. We
Jeff's
don't have
not here.
everyone.
Yeah.
Um,
Some of the East Coasters couldn't make it.
Well said. So we
Yeah.
didn't get everyone there, but we got a good chunk who normally aren't here,
Yeah.
who are here, and we are just talking about a little bit about the year. We're answering your questions, and we're doing a giveaway for a pair of Reebok Float Ride runs. Enter by hitting the Gleam link down in the description. We're gonna do the giveaway in about 20 minutes. If you're just zooming in, you want a free pair of shoes today, go ahead and enter that link down below.
Also, we are. I think you're out of the. Oh no, you're out of the frame.
I'm semi in, semi
That's
out.
the common occurrence.
I know.
This is gonna last
I
for
guess
2
we are
seconds
kind of
of me.
twinning, Nate.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are a little twinning here.
We're
Maybe
also
I
doing a
said
photo shoot tomorrow, so if you have ideas for us to do photos, we're trying to figure out. Yeah, don't worry.
Suggestions for
It is
manicures.
pouring
in
down
San
rain
Francisco.
outside right now in SF, so we're hoping that it clears up because this
Yeah.
is not going to be good photo weather.
Ooh, this is good kind of a roundtable discussion because we have been talking about cross
Are you
training.
crouching?
And now I'm exhausted.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
A lot of us,
Just hop in front of me. Yeah.
This is what Elizabeth does for her cross training.
Yeah.
Is that she just crouches half the day. Anne says, "Hey, do let us know what each of you do for your off-season base training besides skiing. How many miles? Just long, slow distance, or do you mix in other workouts?"
What did she say?
I don't do
Long, slow distance.
I don't do any
That
run
can go a lot of
workouts.
different ways around
No,
San
this is
Francisco.
No,
not-
I run. I'll run in the winter when it's nice out, but I don't do any like workouts. And running is very like relationship based. Like I don't want to go out there and hate running when I'm
Oh.
like not meaning to. So
Right,
I just
you're not
run by-
forcing it.
Yeah, I just run by feel and go as long as I want. Depends how nice the day is. Depends on the company I'm with,
Yeah.
etc. So I don't really start caring until the snow dries up.
But you're also, like, to put a caveat in there, like, you're not training for a marathon in March or April.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, so sometimes depending what you guys are doing, it's gonna vary.
You missed the segment with Craig Smoothie.
I know.
The meat
Her face.
smoothie.
Holly, what do you like to do?
I feel like running's always harder. always part of my routine. But
You're interested in Mohali.
We also do
CrossFit.
CrossFit, yeah, a couple times a week, and then just hiking. I mean, it's always nice out here, so
Yeah,
yeah.
a little bit
Crazy.
there. Elizabeth, what do you like to do?
So trail running.
Trail
is,
running. I feel like it's
Is
kind of
there-
new.
is there-
It's
It's
for
new
me.
for
For me, it's
travel.
new, and
Yeah.
I absolutely
Yeah,
love it.
it
It's
is.
so fun to. I
I forget what
don't
it
wear a
is.
watch. I don't count distance. I just get out and run.
Yeah.
And
Gotta wear a watch.
about 8 out of 10 times I trip. So people are worried that there's some kind of neurological issue, but I just think I'm not familiar with it, and I'm not, so I'm learning. But that, and then yoga is, I promised myself, kind of forced myself that I would start, and now I actually
I
really,
feel like doing
I
yoga in
really
the winter
like
is a
it.
good idea. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
start doing that.
I didn't want to like it because I thought it's just
That's
it's just
our
not
next program.
me.
Yeah,
but
because it's dumb.
Uh,
Okay, I can't
it's
do
well,
it.
it's just it's too slow.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was too slow, and
It's not dumb. I love it.
well, there went 755,000 people that don't want to do.
No, actually, I used to take yoga. Actually, so I started taking yoga in college because I started to date this girl, and she took me to a yoga class, and it wasn't very long. This was like 5 weeks. It was like my senior year, and she like broke up with me. As not really, she just like stopped hanging out, and.
Tell us about
that.
Because I want to go ahead. No, but the only reason why this is appropriate was because I liked the yoga class so much that like I just kept going to the yoga class.
So you
and
got
like she
something
was
out of
there,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
You
it was
thought
a little
this
weird. I was
was-
like, screw it. I was like, I'm just gonna
You
keep
thought
going.
this was like a Nate's dating history story, but it was actually a yoga
No,
story.
I
Is
The whole
that,
time.
that's my only yoga story.
I haven't
my
met
only
the
yoga
girl who
story.
can get me into
Never
yoga
been to
regularly.
yoga.
Yeah, I dug it
I
though.
just
It's
haven't
cool.
met the
Never
right
have I
woman
ever.
yet.
Yeah.
That's fun.
What about you? What do you do?
In the winter?
Yeah.
Oh,
I still I keep running through the winter.
Yeah.
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 Well, we don't
I mean,
really
you
have
guys
winter.
can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
like,
even notice that
we
it's
don't
winter.
have
It's
winter.
just it gets a little rainy and
Just a
Yeah,
little
I do
chilly.
skiing because it's
Yeah.
much more fun than running in the snow.
yeah.
yeah.
I actually love running. Like I love running in torrential rain. Like
That's
Yeah.
fun.
little bitty
That-
rain,
torrential
not fun at
rain,
all. But like really hardcore, like
Yeah.
warm rain is like my favorite.
You know what's
running
great?
weather.
Yoga in the rain.
No,
No.
no,
No.
My
definitely not.
nips, my nipples
How about
chafe.
skimo in the
Oh,
rain?
yeah.
How about
Oh,
taking
yeah.
drops of oil of oregano in the
In
rain?
the rain.
While listening to like Sting
We
music
could
or
try
something
it. We
like
could
in the
try it all
background
today.
or
Yeah.
seal.
Do it all today.
Oh my god. So guys, we're getting some questions for Elizabeth
Oh.
because
What is
she is
that?
here, and they're basically like the rest of you clowns. Stop talking and let's talk to the real experts. Jasmine, since you have a nutritionist here, what is the thought about coconut MCT oil and its effect on running?
So the understanding nowadays with coconut oil or MCT oil, it's a medium chain triglyceride, so it burns more.
That's what the MCT stands
Yep.
for
It-
short.
It burns more like a long-lasting rate almost. So you would take it more for energy. It's something that a lot of people will do in the morning in replace of like a snack or something before they run if they're more fat adapted. It's really healthy for you. It kind of the bias from the 80s and 90s that coconut oil was bad
Yeah.
is no longer as long as
No
you get
longer
it from a good source.
Why was it seen as bad? Was it because of high cholesterol?
Because it's a saturated fat, and there was an anti-saturated fat movement.
What is the difference between MCT oil and coconut oil?
MCT is a more concentrated form, right?
Excellent.
Mm,
Yes, very good.
A more
A little bit more pure.
I watch
form.
Elizabeth's videos because I'm there while she's filming them.
Not because he wants to.
Yeah.
He's stuck listening to them. So yeah, it's a more concentrated, kind of pure form. Sometimes more expensive. So coconut oil, you can get it solid at room temperature, also that you can use
Gotcha.
for things like smoothies and cooking. If you need like it's
can
great
use
to
as
spread
lotion.
onto toast.
You can use it as lotion.
You can
too.
use it as lotion. If you get a sunburn, you can apply it. It helps cool
You get
down your
sunburned
sunburned
all the
skin
time.
and
Coconut
and
oil?
condition. Yeah,
Yeah, like the heart.
it's
when it's
the
hard.
yes. I have.
Hold on. So you can apply this on your skin,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
and
I
it
use
can
it as a hair
also
mask.
nourish you, and you can put it in your hair.
It's kind of like baking.
Can it fuel
like
your
baking
car?
soda.
Probably
Probably.
could.
Probably.
If you have the right kind of car.
Okay.
There's a lot of uses for it.
Tell
I'm
me
sure.
more about this mystery oil, this
For your
magical.
skin, for your hair,
You can use it as a lube.
for your nails.
Awesome.
we got that too. So next question. Edward asks about for Elizabeth, and I think this is a very important question. Could you discuss the different milk alternatives? He asked. It's right here.
Was that,
I didn't bring it up.
You didn't pay him for
Edward,
that
if
one?
I slip you
what?
20.
What is
he
it?
he
Different
asked
kinds of milks.
almond versus soy versus rice, but we really know what he's really
He really
wondering
wants to know about goat milk.
He wants to know
He
about goat milk.
wants to know if goat
No,
milk
he
is
chose everything but milk.
the one thing he didn't put on there. All right.
Edward, so we're gonna answer the goat milk part first that you left out because we know that
How
was the
about
most
cashew
important one.
So goat milk, very high in leucine, higher in amino acids, usually less, I don't know, contaminated is the word, but usually less chemicals and additives, and easier for people that have a lactose issue. So easier to digest than cow's milk, so to speak. As far as the nut milks are concerned,
Oh
it's
yeah,
really,
Neil, nut milk, not butt milk.
But if you type that in, it always comes, like it auto corrects nut to butt every time.
Really?
In my, so I
I
feel.
think it's just your phone,
my
It's
God.
just
actually.
because of your search.
I think it's
terms.
because your previous search history.
Someone back me up here. Please tell me that it does that on your phone too. It
Oh my
changes
God.
nut to butt. So cashew, it comes down to the taste. So cashew milk is a little sweeter, a little thicker. Almond milk, a little higher in vitamin E, but not much. It's kind of a taste preference. Soy milk, a lot of people are anti-soy. If you have kind of an estrogen, high estrogen issue, or if you have low testosterone, soy milk is.
And then what about, like,
something
rice
that
milk?
Rice milks are good. They're for people with gluten allergies, nut allergies. They're a really safe alternative.
Oh man, all the
You want to
milks.
look for different kinds of sugar. One of my favorites is hemp seed milk. So you get higher in omega-3s, higher in protein. That's a good one.
I didn't know.
You didn't? I'll
I
try.
didn't know.
I should make a chart that has like the different kinds of milks
sure you
and the
do.
benefits.
Jasmine says it doesn't. Haha, on his phone.
Okay, it's
That's
just
awesome.
me.
What can
Oh
you
my
do?
god, that is so funny. While we're on these relative topics, Jennifer asks, can you recommend a good brand of MCT oil?
I like the bulletproof MCT oil. I think they call it brain octane. They have a brain octane that I take in the morning, and I do believe, I'm not one to believe all the claims that products make all the time, but I definitely think it helps with brain function in the morning and getting me, I don't drink coffee, I drink tea, so I just brew up some tea and put a good spoonful or so of the coconut
You know,
oil or MCT oil.
Labdoor.com, I'm not sure if they did MCT oil, but labdoor.com is a great place to look.
Yeah.
They're kind of like Consumer Reports, but for supplements. And they're constantly expanding. They used to, initially when they came out, they just had fish oil and like vitamin D or something like that, or protein powder and fish oil. But now they have a huge array of supplements that they test out. And what they're testing is a lot of times like, what do they say in the bottle versus what is actually in the bottle or packet or whatever it is. And it's crazy how different these like name brands can be from what they say is in there to what you're actually eating, which is like you would think that there's some sort of regulatory body, but with supplements there's not. And so you really have to check what are you putting in your body, how much do you trust the packaging, even if you think it is MCT oil.
I don't even know if that was oil
What's
of
actually in there,
oregano.
right.
That could have been anything.
So true.
It's true.
Excellent.
That could have been.
point.
yeah.
It could have
That's a
been
really
diesel
good-
fuel.
Really good point.
So
And
tasted.
labdoor.com is totally free to use. I think they even had an app at one point, but like check it out. And I buy all my supplements
Yep.
based on what their recommendations
same.
Is that
They're
Labrador?
lab.
Lab.
Labrador.com.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one. And I just read an article yesterday and tweeted about it that 50% of the supplements contain nothing that they promise.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
And like multivitamins especially.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So some of them contain dangerous levels of things. Some of them don't have even a large enough amount of whatever nutrient you're looking
Yep.
for to make any good. So really good point.
Other thing you should check into is like if you're ordering stuff from online, like Amazon, for example, some supplements are meant to be kept in the fridge, but sometimes when you get them from online retailers, Amazon included, they don't keep them in the fridge because they can be shelf stable, but maybe not as effective if they're kept
Yeah.
shelf stable. So things like
It's
probiotics,
expensive
for
to store
example,
things in the
Oh, yeah.
fridge.
yeah, sometimes they won't be cold when you get them because they've been stored at room temperature. But so looking at that type of thing, you know, never shop at GNC pretty much.
Yeah.
like
The more you know.
Don't buy your vitamins in bulk at Costco.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What about the Flintstone vitamins?
Those
The-
are legit.
That my
Those
parents
are the-
gave me when I was younger.
The
Costco-
Flintstone ones actually on lab, I looked it up. They're actually
They've
rated
been around
pretty
so
high.
long, that
It's
makes
the
sense.
Costco
it's the
sometimes-
gummy vitamins
Oh, yeah,
that they
that
said
one,
are
yeah,
almost
yeah.
always
Yeah.
Okay.
they don't have enough stuff.
Old
Alright.
school chalk ones.
The
Yeah,
old
those are the
school
good ones.
chalky Flintstone ones are
Yes.
good.
The red
I'm
and the
glad.
purple. My brother always
Yeah.
got the oranges.
So I want to go to another kind of nutrition related question because we're getting a good little vibe here. So the FOD runner says, when you start your first marathon training plan and run it, most people run with loads of gel fuel, taking gels and stuff all the time. So how do you transition to more like the elite runners where they take on a lot less fuel?
Good question.
I thought that was cool.
Run a marathon.
Do you guys want
in
to talk
2
about some
hours.
experience you've had with taking less fuel?
Yeah,
I know
I thought-
you guys have done a really
What's
good
this?
job.
Yeah, well, it just, generally fueling, like the question is around, like, is when you're a new, half marathoner or marathoner, like you're having to eat a lot to get through the event, but as you get more experienced, you don't have to eat as much. And it's like, what does that transition process look like? This question wasn't asked specifically, but is it like, does it happen naturally? Other things you kind of do it along. And I thought like for our 50K, like what are you guys eating for the race?
Everything on course.
Everything on course?
Their aid stations are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're not that many aid stations, right? It's not like,
They're like every 3.5.
like let me
3.5
let's-
I
miles?
think so.
What?
Pretty sure.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Pretty
Yeah,
sure.
they're far
Yeah.
apart.
I thought they were gonna be
Is
like
it-
every 10
No.
miles.
No.
Oh.
No, it's better than that. It's
Really?
probably we have a lot of like we loop back or we
Little
like
loops and
little
stuff,
like
yeah.
figure eight.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Um,
I'd be chilling out more than I thought in this
so
race.
Yeah.
so
Are you-
while these guys completely go off topic, there's like a few things you can say that happen. One is that as runners in the beginning, we are not efficient at all, and so literally our body is burning a whole lot more just to get through the same 5-mile run. And you may notice that, like, if you have clocked yourself for the same 3 to 5 mile run over 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 6 months, you may notice that your heart rate is lower. You can go faster at a lower heart rate for that same distance. It just feels easier, and it's because it is, and you're literally not using as much energy to do that. So just by virtue of going out there, working on your strength training and your running drills and all that good stuff, you are going to develop an efficiency that requires less fuel to go the distance.
Mhm.
Excellent point. I think that's kind of one of the main things is that
Yeah.
naturally it will get easier and your
Yeah.
body will require less.
But also, I know if you're throwing the little gels down the hatch all the
it's-
time.
Yeah, it's bad for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Bad because it actually interferes with your body's ability to adapt and become more efficient if you're always relying on sugar for energy. So that's one thing that, I think the gel companies like to sell you a gel every 15 or 30 minutes, and that helps
Exactly.
business. It's probably not necessary. In most cases, it's not necessary at all. So learning kind of where your set point is, and a lot of people, they think it's a lot lower than it actually is. So the easiest way I think to start transitioning is to maybe have a good breakfast or like go in somewhat fueled in the morning and then see, okay, today can I run for 30 minutes without needing anything? And then the next time you go do that run, can I run for 40 minutes? So building up that way is one kind of safe, easy way to do it. Another would be to go out for a second run later in the day without eating anything. So you've had all day to fuel. And you've run your important run in the morning, and then it doesn't matter if, let's say, you bonk or run out of energy later on in the day. So you can try that for a mile or two, and then also it's just starting to build up doing some fasted running.
Yeah.
Then once you've realized that your body doesn't need
And what
sugar.
does fasted running mean? Just so if
You
these
go
guys don't
faster
know.
and faster until you
So-
can't go fasted anymore.
It's going for 8 to 12 hours without, so basically not eating anything before you run. So
Right.
if you run
So
in
if
the
you
morning,
run in the morning.
Having a really good dinner the night before and then going out for
run
lower
with my
intensity
Mhm.
run in
Yeah.
the morning, which a lot of people and athletes that are fat adapted,
Yeah.
myself included, will do that. I do a lot of fasted training. When you don't want to do it though, or test it out, is when it's like a key session of the week, or you're going to be doing a lot of speed work.
Yeah.
or kind of high intensity stuff, you might need a little bit,
Need a little more.
little bit of that.
A
And
little sugary kick.
if you usually
That's
take,
where the MCT can come in.
there it is.
Circling
That's why
back.
I do it in the morning. Yeah.
I feel like one of the other aspects of this is, especially when you're racing, is when you're eating. Like, you wait. I know that if I wait too long to take in my salt, for example,
That's that I was gonna say.
way
salt.
too. It almost doesn't have the same effect because, like, at that point, all the effects of being low on sodium have already hit, and
You're
it's
already
really
like,
hard to come back. Yeah, come back from that. Same thing with eating. Like, I feel like if I wait till I'm feeling like really depleted, then
Yeah.
it's too late to really get back. Like, I'll go through 6-8 miles where
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that on the course when we've been out there. I know.
And a lot of
It is
people
bad.
mistake thinking they need calories for being dehydrated.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's an
that's always
interesting
the most
signal.
important
I
thing.
remember
to take
learning
care
that
of.
from you earlier, and that's something that's really stuck with me. Well, guys, we have 3 more minutes before we do the giveaway.
Two pairs of shoes.
Two pairs of
shoes.
Two
There you
pairs
go.
of shoes. You guys can get a free pair. All you need to do is enter into the Gleam link down below. Get your entries in. We're going to do this giveaway live in about 3 minutes, and we're taking your questions. Meantime, we are racing a 50K this weekend. I'm not sure what you're doing.
No, I'm not
Elizabeth
doing the 50K.
is not racing. Elizabeth is hanging.
Okay, go ahead.
We got knocking, which is usually means some company is sending us something, which usually is the case.
It's actually Rachel.
I know it could be Rachel as well. I think she
Yeah,
might
I
be
just
coming
saw
as
her.
well. Hey, Rachel's here, so we got to make sure that we stay on long enough to get Rachel in. It's been a little rainy today, guys, so it's been a little slow on the highways.
The traffic was.
Yeah, traffic is
Guys,
bad.
we got our 6th team member here.
Yay.
Just in time.
Just in time. A few quick
Come on in,
comments.
come on in.
Hello. What's up, Rachel?
Hey guys.
All
Just
right.
coming in hot.
This is Rachel
I
Young.
know.
You guys probably seen her on the Facebook forums. She's probably the newest member of our team, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are the newest member.
She's been pumping out blog articles for us, and she has been an OG TRE captain.
That's right.
She's been there for
Yeah.
a while. And we have never met face to face.
I know.
What? Really?
Hi, nice
So
to
we
meet
didn't-
you.
no kidding.
I know, we didn't get to
Oh,
meet
yeah.
last time.
Right?
Good stuff.
Yeah, you're just in time for
Perfect.
our little giveaway drawing in about a day.
Cool.
Or a day.
You
A
should
minute.
click the link
Okay.
below because you too could win a pair. Actually, you already have.
I know, you already got a pair.
Yeah.
Neil says, hi, Rachel. Let me see here. I just totally lapsed what I was going to say. I was going to say something witty and smart.
Click the
but
link
it
below,
didn't go.
guys.
Just click the link. Just go ahead and click
When
the
in
link
doubt.
below. We're going to do that drawing in about a minute. Avocado toast. A bunch of people have been eating avocado toast all week.
Yay! That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
I
Love
know.
to hear it. Thanks for always being willing to try the recipes.
I know, guys. We're going
appreciate
back
it.
to the kitchen and filming on Tuesday
Tuesday.
a whole bunch of videos. I think I
Oh,
saw
man.
stir fry in there.
Stir fry or dinner
Dinner
type
stuff.
stuff. So stir
Stir
fry.
I took a cooking
Get
class
ready.
on Sunday.
That's
I forgot to tell you. Oh man, I got all kinds of crazy kitchen
you.
stuff coming up.
Crazy kitchen stuff. We'll have to talk about that more next week as we
Yeah.
go through. Anyway, you guys are waiting for the Gleam link. This has ended. Are you guys ready to draw the winners?
Yes.
Imaginary
Two
drum
lucky
roll.
winners. Let's draw the winners here. 2.
I don't understand why
Da-da-da-da.
it takes time to draw the winners.
It's like
It's adding
Technology
I know.
takes time.
Yeah.
it's like the machine with like
Going
the
to
little
space
balls
is
that goes through the
Yeah, I
machine.
know.
Wait a
Exactly.
second.
It's doing its thing.
That's Louis
So,
C.K. I got that.
so while
You
it's
can't quote her
going, I'll
anymore.
add
It's
on
really cute
other
stuff.
avocado
Excuse me.
toast ideas. You can put all different kinds of fruit. It's like plums are in season right now, and pomegranates, persimmons, the 3 P's.
It's a lot of peas.
Slice a persimmon. I find like the softer it is, the riper and
I know.
sweeter it
Is
is.
that the pink one?
They're like kind of red. They look if they're hard. If you eat them when they're hard, it's almost like an apple, so nice
Okay,
and crunchy.
okay.
But if you let it get a little sweeter, you can do a little avocado and a little persimmon and some cinnamon, and you'll be set.
Wow.
It still says it's drawing.
What?
Okay.
I think something's frozen. I'm gonna try this again, guys, and refresh. Let's see.
Try refreshing the page.
Yeah, we'll try to refresh the page. Hold on, guys.
They don't want to give away the free shoes. They're holding on to them.
Winners are currently being drawn for this competition. Let's see here.
So I think I saw a question on there about the teaching your body to run more fat adapted and less needing the carbohydrates. You can definitely keep training while you're teaching your body to do it. It's probably a good idea.
You want to do it on yours?
I don't know if it's gonna work on mine. Hold on.
Yeah.
So yeah, just, start off slow, maybe doing 1 or 2 runs a week, working on on being fasted, and then you can kind of go from there.
I used to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, this is like super fun. We are a little slow on the drawing. It's a little melodramatic.
Yeah, our drawing is not.
It's just too hard.
Yeah.
No, it was just like climbing. It was hard to
Let me see here.
when I was running.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
That should be all good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, guys, we're so sorry. We don't know why this isn't going.
Such a suspenseful.
So anyway, 2 of you won, and we have your emails eventually, and we will
Should we announce? Well, we'll
get
send you the emails.
We'll send you the emails to do it. We'll announce you guys next week.
You know what,
if you
guys?
miss it.
Actually, it's very easy. The link that you clicked on, just open it up in a browser right now, and then it'll say the winners as soon as this thing gets done drawing. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to figure out why it's hanging. But
It's just thinking right now. It's like the little spinning thing on your
color
computer.
wheel.
It's the color wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, spinning thing. I thought that was the
The spinny
technical
wheel of
term.
death.
All right, so
I know.
we will have, and the good thing is for you guys who have not, if you don't win, because there are going to be hundreds of you that aren't able to win today, because we're giving away 2 pairs. But not only that, we are going to be giving away more pairs of Reebok shoes over the next
Couple weeks.
few weeks.
tune in.
And if you'd like a pair of the float rides, we have a 20% off everything in the Reebok store. It is a limited time that they've given us this coupon for, and it's only for people within our kind of closed TRE community.
for you guys.
Did you put that in the?
It is in there.
It is in there. So
It
that's
is in there.
only live, I think, for the next month or so. But 20% off every Reebok, all Reebok stuff. So definitely.
Christmas
Yeah.
gifts, all
Black
that stuff.
Friday
Totally.
stuff.
Yeah.
all
There's
the deals.
I like their shorts. I really like their workout shirts.
Yeah, they're nice.
What else?
They have good hats. I like their classics. You could go totally not running.
Oh
and just
yeah, I
use
haven't
stuff.
got
They
to
got some
play
good
the
stuff.
classic. Yeah,
Mhm.
totally. Cool.
They're good.
All right.
Anyway,
guys,
guys.
thank you so much for joining us. This is the entire. Oh, not the entire. It's about half of the TRE team, is West Coast TRE team.
Yeah.
And we're so happy that we're going to spend the weekend together. Guys, we'll be back before Thanksgiving, probably on Wednesday next week.
Yeah.
Or
Tuesday
yeah.
or Wednesday next week.
Yeah, we'll probably do
Sunday.
a live show Tuesday, Wednesday next week. And then we'll be
Clearly
back.
we haven't planned ahead that
Yeah, yeah.
Thursday's next Thanksgiving, so that's why we got to
Thanks for signing on. We'll see you guys next time.
All right.
This is the awkward. Stop all.